Greetings, I'm Craig Smizer with 5 Realty.
And I'm Michael Zook at Zook Eats Austin on Instagram. And guess what? Today we are at Woodneck Kitchen.
That's right, for this episode of Discover Austin Eats. All right, so we are at Woodneck Kitchen, which is, if you're wondering where exactly it's at the Dainty Dillo, which is 3201 East Cesar Chavez.
Yep, right over there is Jacoby's, right over there is Planet K. You can't miss it.
Yeah, they're hard to miss.
They're hard to miss, yes.
Right. So, why did we choose Woodneck Kitchen for today?
Gosh, well, it was a recommendation from our last podcast, Amanda Rockman from Rockman Bake Shop, which is actually just down the way. She said, you have to be here. And so we do what we're told. And we are here, ready to eat some sandwiches.
Yeah, and I'm going to mention one of the things she said. She was talking about the Winooski, one of their sandwiches, and she said, "I have dreamed about that sandwich." Now, last night, I woke up like at 3 something, and thought of the sandwich. I was so excited for this morning. Now, so that's not exactly quite dreaming of it, but yes, this sandwich, you're going to think about that when you leave here.
I mean, I think it counts. You're in bed, you're in an intimate space, and you wake up and you go, sandwiches.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Also sounds like an episode of Seinfeld, but I'm not sure if this would be a sensual sandwich. So, nonetheless, we'll set that off to the side. We'll come back to that.
I don't know. It has bacon jam. It's pretty sensual.
Oh, yes, it does. All right, so we'll just give you, we're going to ask them a little bit more, but we'll give you just some quick background. They opened up in September of 2024 in a food truck. They were in the food truck for a while, and now they are in a kitchen, like we said, over at the Dainty Dillo. I think that's probably enough of a setup. Let's bring these guys out. There are 3 young guys who are running it. Anything else before we bring them out and start the conversation?
Yeah, just 3 people that... began a relationship cooking and making sandwiches. And is there any stronger bro-lationship than that? I don't think so.
That would be a good
it's
conversation.
It's the strongest of all bro connections.
Yeah, there you go.
We sandwich together.
Yep. So. All right, well, let's get them out here.
Come on over.
All right, so we are here with the proprietors of Woodneck Kitchen. We've got Ryan, Hale, and Alden. And our first question that we've got for y'all is, a few years ago, you're up in Massachusetts, living life. Now you're here running a sandwich shop. How did you get from there to here?
It's a great question. So all 3 of us actually started working in service hospitality industry as soon as we could start working. So around 14, and we're from Cape Cod. So that put us in some pretty interesting kitchens and restaurants, and we knew it well. And then after college, I was working a remote job, and Ryan was actually living in Burlington at the time. And Vermont. In Burlington, Vermont, yeah. And he was working in and out of kitchens in different places up there. And I was texting him like, man, we should do something a little more fun. Like, we don't get to hang out. We don't get to work together. We're not living in the same area. Like, we've always done this food thing, so I started sending him, I think I had started sending you marketplace listings for food trucks. And I was like, maybe we could save some money, maybe we could buy one of these things. And then eventually we got enough of an idea together where we were like, all right, I had been in Austin previously, like on a road trip, so I knew that the Austin food truck scene was really cool and happening. And I was like, we could go do it in Austin. And then worked in a kitchen back home together for a couple months to plan. And then we just came right down here, drove on down, and we bought the food trailer on Facebook Marketplace like 2 days after we got to the city. We were, we spent all our savings, and then, from there on, we've just been pushing to get open and to get into, into the scene here. So.
Okay. And so y'all opened in September of 24.
Correct.
And, but the food truck now is not here. So walk us through that portion of it.
Sure. So the food truck opened in September, and we were working 2 jobs at the time. So we ran the food truck for lunch service 4 days a week. And then we both went to our other jobs that were actually like keeping the bills paid, and we were doing that for about 7 months. and just through friends, the Austin food scene and the restaurant community has been really welcoming to us, and very collaborative and tight knit. And so we've met people already, amazing people, in the short amount of time that we've been open. And one of those people was Justin Abercrombie at Rolling Smoke BBQ, and so we got in touch with him, and he ended up getting us in touch with the bar managers and owners of the Dainty Dillo and and Chalmers and the whole nine. And then they had an opening here in this kitchen, so we jumped from the food truck to the kitchen, once we got things sorted out with them, which was a huge surprise to us, and we've been stoked to be in the Dainty Dillo ever since. So
That's cool.
awesome.
Yeah. All right. So here's a question for you. That's, to those of us that are a bit bread obsessed or even sandwich obsessed, I don't need to necessarily ask this question, but of all the things that you could launch into, tell me why sandwiches?
Well, sandwiches was the most natural thing for us to do.
Yes, yes.
I grew up working, a lot of the places I worked were in sandwich shops. And as long as we've all been friends, we've been making sandwiches together.
That's cool.
That's just that's our bread and butter. We know it the best, and we love it the most.
Yeah, and there's, I don't know if you intended this, but I think there's actually a large space for good sandwich places to exist here in Austin. And there's a few, but just not a ton.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely a happy accident.
Yeah.
We didn't really know what the scene was down here, but then we got here and it's oh, well. Initially it was oh, good, we're doing sandwiches.
Yeah.
But then we quickly realized everyone kind of just wants tacos.
They really do. Yeah.
It's a tough
But that being said, we've gotten a lot of love on our food.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So similar along those lines, as you're sort of still making adjustments to the menu, doing specials and things on the weekends, where are y'all looking or who are y'all looking at for inspiration to make something that exists long term on your menu?
We definitely take inspiration from places that I've worked before, chefs that I've worked for, along with specific places. There's a sandwich shop in Burlington, Vermont called Poppy. Every single time they post something on Instagram, we just want to
kind of shake our heads oh man,
we're not doing enough. It's ridiculous. A place called the Salty Lunch Lady, Turkey and the Wolf.
both of you got the turkey and the wolves. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, matter of fact, it's the Salty Lunch Lady's Little Luncheonette is the former.
Oh, that's a great name. That's a great name.
Cool spot. But yeah, that's where the inspiration, not all of it, but we definitely draw from.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
And the sessions in the kitchen that we'd always have back at home.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up. I wore this hat specifically for it. That's this. They should know this.
Mhm.
This location.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What on the menu is your favorite sandwich? What did if there's 4 sandwiches currently, did those come from one of you, or did all of them come from all of you?
Yeah, it's definitely, the menu's always been a collaborative project. Alden actually just joined us this past week.
Welcome.
Full time.
Thank you.
Full time.
Full time.
So excited to be
At
here.
the beginning, it was just Hale and I in a small apartment trying to figure out how to make fried chicken.
Yes. Yes.
We didn't quite nail, so that's why we have chicken cutlets. That's much more New England Italian.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've heard about this chicken cutlet sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I've not had it yet, so I'm excited to try it today.
Well, let me ask you this: which of the sandwiches? Each of you give us this sandwich. So if you're only gonna have one, personally, which one is it? And then, what's the biggest seller?
For me, in this moment in time, I've been stuck on a sandwich that we call the Winooski.
Okay. Yeah.
Winooski is a town that I lived in Vermont, and that's so it's a play on a Vermonter sandwich.
Okay.
So Winooski, Vermont. That's where it comes from. Turkey, bacon jam, apples, garlic mayo, cheddar cheese.
It's delicious.
So simple, but so good.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds really good.
I'd say the sandwich that has my heart would definitely be the Port Joe. back when Hale and Ryan were in the truck, they'd make that romesco, and I would put it on anything I could. The
Yes.
extra ciabatta bread we had, I'd just smear it on that with a nice toast on top. Really anything I could put it on, I had it at.
Oh.
And so the Porjo, I think it'll always have my heart.
Love that.
Yeah, I think for me, I think the Woodneck, which is kind of our namesake sandwich, it's a double falafel burger. A few different inspirations, like from a few different places on that one, but I think what I like about it is it's kind of unassuming. It's our vegetarian option. We have it first on the list, which like we just did on purpose because I think it catches people by surprise the most. They kind of read it and they're like, well, first of all, falafel can be a tough sell. Just some people don't know what it is. Some people don't want to eat a vegetarian option, you know, and then you kind of read the rest of the ingredients. You're like, all right, like, you know, there's a lot going on there. I'm not sure. And then, you know, people will come back and be like, whoa, that was so cool. And that's a great feeling. And I still feel that way when I eat it. Like, so the pepper jelly, the lime crema and the feta and the falafel, it all goes together great. So I love that one. That's a special one for us.
And one more thing to mention on the menu, we have a few sandwiches that are not on there right now that we had before that we're gonna rotate back in once it gets into the colder season. We have one called the Lunch Ladyland. If you're familiar with Adam Sandler,
Yes.
So it's a meatloaf sandwich,
Okay.
and it's got a smoked pickled pineapple jam, shredded lettuce, garlic mayo, and crispy fried onions.
Yeah. So that
On
sounds
Texas
like
toast.
That sounds like something I need.
Excellent. All right.
Woo.
What else you got?
Did you have another question?
I think I
Okay.
probably questioned out. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my favorite question to ask in all of these podcast episodes is we kind of started doing this thing really just to promote great restaurants around the city, and we've been doing it for a little while. And as we pivoted into this podcast format, we wanted to keep that. And so really, when you're not eating here, where are you eating in Austin? And you can certainly veer off the sandwich question. I'm interested to see like what sandwiches are killing it for you, but also you can say whatever you eat anywhere else here in Austin. We're just all about like promoting really great things that are going on.
Tell them about Atlas, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. A really great sandwich shop, very underrated. It's from a man named Joey Polychronis.
Great
His
name.
sandwich shop is called Atlas Sandwich Co.
Okay.
Now he's at the Armadillo Den in South Austin, and it's all Greek and Mediterranean inspired sandwiches from his family and childhood. And yeah, it's real creative, really good. We got a long list
Oh yeah.
of places that we like to go.
Hit the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start rattling them off.
So we got Atlas first with Joey, and then we got Mercado Sin Nombre, our friend Melissa.
Yeah, those
Outstanding.
masa Twinkies.
Delicious.
Everything, all the drinks, just they're killing it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't ever forget Rolling Smoke.
Yes,
Kyle
yes.
Stallings, Justin Abercrombie. We wouldn't be here without them.
That
That's for
banana
sure.
pudding is just so delicious. I could eat just tray after tray.
I love a banana pudding. For me, that was the gateway into bourbon during the pandemic. I started like, I was like, oh, bourbon's a little too busy for me. So I put it on my bananas. And, lit it.
Nice.
And then I was like, okay, that's easy. And then it pivoted into eggnog.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm a full on just straight.
Now the next spot that I have is a sad one. They're no longer open. They just closed on July 18th. It's Shoyu Sugar.
Oh,
Out of control. That was my favorite food truck, and I've
R.I.P.
been evangelical about them
Yes.
ever since I tried it.
There's no doubt.
And any other ones that you can?
Well, a friend of ours, Jason, is been running pop-ups called Epic Jerk, and he is now moving into a food truck and looking for a location. So that's something to look out for. He makes amazing Jamaican food.
Oh, nice.
We've been
Brown stew chicken, the curry chicken.
Yes.
He's gonna have these empanadas with jerk rizo.
Not near enough Jamaican influence here in Austin. Like,
Yeah.
I'm all about bring that.
It's so good.
People need to look out for when he opens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
No doubt.
Let's see here. I have a list on my phone.
No, you did. You're doing great. No, you're great.
You're great. It's good. These are the ones off the top of your mind. These
Yeah.
are the top of your list.
That's right.
So-
What's on your list for sandwiches in Austin? You've had quite a few.
I have. I mean, you know that my one of the, if you're going to look at the top tier of sandwich, it's going to be the Italian sub at Home Slice, right? And so I think that's what a lot of them are named after. I don't know that we would necessarily. If you want to put a cheese steak in the sandwich category, that's R&B Steak and Fries. You know, their food truck is my favorite for a cheesesteak in town. So
That's on my list right now.
yeah,
A
To
place
try.
to check out. Yeah.
yeah, no, definitely. We'll do an episode with them.
Okay, great.
For sure.
We're getting ready to throw our hat in the ring for the Italian as well, coming up soon.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I'm ready.
You know, we coming from New England, we got a little bit of a bone to pick with the Italians down here.
Come on, do it.
There's not a lot. There's not a lot of Italians now.
Here's the thing.
No.
Just about every single one of them has mayonnaise on them.
Okay.
And you know where I'm
Teach
from?
us. Teach
Where
us.
I'm from, that's a bit of a no-no.
Mm-mm.
It's the oil and vinegar, salt and pepper, oregano. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Don't need more than that.
I love it.
Y'all in Massachusetts, Vermont, you use hoagie, or is that more of a Philadelphia kind of that Jersey?
Yeah, that's out of our realm.
Okay.
Connecticut, they do the grinder.
Yeah.
But we're subs.
Subs. Yeah. Sub roll.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would have that's a deep dive one day. Is the differences between all the different
Regional
types.
naming of a sandwich.
Absolutely. There's a lot to it.
Yeah, it's great that they're all different. Yeah.
Well, and down here we've got the tortas.
Right.
Ugh,
Yep.
there's
yeah.
some really great torta food
Incredible.
trucks as well. Yeah.
We've really been introduced to a bunch of different Mexican cuisine that we were never exposed to before, which has been a huge addition to our culinary palate. And we had to take on a torta sandwich as well, where we were doing a Mexican spiced porchetta. So we slow roast the pork belly, wrap it with Mexican seasonings, and then we cook it for 3 hours, slice it, flat top it, and then that went with broccolini and salsa macha, which we were getting from Ensenada, which is another one that we wanted to shout out. Ensenada makes amazing fish tacos, seafood tacos, and they also can their salsa macha and sell it, and it's incredible. So we had that on the sandwich, cilantro, queso fresco. Yeah.
And if you're lucky, if you go to Ensenada, the whole family will be working.
Yeah.
Daughter, mother,
Love
grandmother.
that.
3 generations in there sometimes.
Always a warm welcome there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing
Okay.
business.
On that same note, Paprika is the taco truck that we love.
Yes.
And they're opening a taqueria real soon that we're really excited about.
That's awesome. Well, good.
Excellent. Well, we are anxious for me to eat again, for Michael to try these. So, any parting words? Anything we didn't ask you about that you want to share?
Or the progression of where is Woodneck Kitchen going? Or I can't remember. You said something right at the beginning. We might have already answered it, but what was that? What was it, Craig? What were we talking about?
At the very beginning, we talked about their journey here from Massachusetts.
No. Before they came over.
Oh, well, no, we were just talking about that Amanda Rockman had been the one that, gave us the inside scoop on y'all. So,
Thank you, Amanda.
yeah, excellent. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, sounds good. Well, we're gonna let these guys go into the kitchen, and we're gonna share what they make for us real quick.
Let's eat.
Yeah, let's eat.
All right, as you can see, the food has arrived. We'll quickly run through. We got the Winooski, the Woodneck, Cheeseburger Picnic, and the Poor Joe. Michael's ready to dive into the Winooski, so let's get going.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Well, we're going to describe it, right? For our friends who listen on audio, this is, well, I'll just run you through what's all in it. Sliced turkey. We've got some apple. The maple bourbon bacon jam. It's got some Vermont cheddar on here, garlic dill mayo, and all of it is on toasted sourdough. All right.
The bread looks amazing.
It is. This is, as I said, I've been here. Go ahead and I'll talk while you eat.
He's gonna talk and I'm gonna eat.
So this was my favorite, that I have had here. And so it is the one that I thought of when I woke up at 3 something in the morning. It's the one that Amanda Rockman dreams about. Michael, what do you think? He's still chewing.
Gosh.
Yes.
That's a really good sandwich. We're gonna bleep that out, but
Yeah. I know. I mean,
oh my God.
so the bacon jam, if they sold that by, I don't know, whatever a vat is, whatever a vat of something is, I think I would just buy it. I just have to, just stick my head into a
Yeah.
vat of the bacon jam. It's incredible. It's incredible.
There's so many textures. First of all, the bread is really great. It's got a lot of bubbles in the bread, and then it's sliced. Gosh, a little thicker than a standard slice of bread, maybe about the same, but gotta imagine it's covered in butter and then grilled. Super crunchy the whole way. The edges are really, really crunchy too. Look at that bread with those tiny little bubbles on the crust. That's what you really go for. And the bacon jam is a lot more sweet than it is savory, which I'm like obsessed with. So there's,
Yeah.
that's, when we say apple,
Yeah.
it's no subtle.
No, it's a nice thick chunk of it.
Oh.
And, for those of you who are visually watching this, well, I guess you watch everything visually. For those who are watching, it's a lot of turkey on there.
Good God.
And for those of you who are listening, we're closing in, what do you say, 3/4 of an inch of turkey stacked up on there, and that's after I've squished it down.
It's a healthy amount of turkey, fresh sliced.
Yeah.
I know we're supposed to try the other 4, but
I know, isn't it? The only reason I ordered a few sandwiches last time I was here. The only reason I didn't eat the whole thing was because I thought my wife would really enjoy it, which she did, so I took some home to her.
I'm
All
not
right.
taking any of this home to Daniel.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, so now we're going to move on to the Poor Joe.
Poor Joe.
All right, so while you want to start into that one, let me describe to everybody what we've got here. I'll use my little cheat sheet so I don't mess anything up. It's a chicken cutlet, and as we talked with them, they were trying to master fried chicken. They hadn't quite gotten it yet, so they went with a chicken cutlet for this sandwich. The Calabrian, and I'm probably butchering that, Chile Romesco.
Yeah.
The Romesco is the word you have to know in that one, and
Yeah.
fortunately that's the one that I do know. Mozzarella, which is served cold. It is not intended to be melted onto the sandwich. Gives that contrast of a little hot and cold. I don't know if any of you remember the BLT, the hot side hot, the cold side cold. I'm not comparing this to a McDonald's McBLT or whatever. What was it? Is that the name of it? Anyway, I'm sorry. He's in
I'm
his
having a
zone.
moment
He's in
over
his
here.
zone. Yeah, I'll have that. So anyway, the mozzarella is cold against the chicken cutlet, and then we got arugula, tomato, a balsamic glaze, and all of this on ciabatta. All right, is your moment done? Can you talk?
I can talk. You jump in. Again, great piece of bread. Love a ciabatta. Ciabatta had like a presence, I feel like, in the early 2000s. And then it kind of went to sleep for a while. I think I'm ready for the ciabatta loaf to come back. You know what I mean? So the Calabrian chili Romesco adds a little bit of heat. I love it against the cooler fresh mozzarella. Like hot and cold and like fresh, kind of with the arugula, and then these really crispy, flavorful chicken cutlets. This is a pretty killer sandwich.
I know, but we've got more. You can come back and eat as much as you want.
This is presenting quite a problem in my brain because I want to eat all of them, and I know I will be sick later if I do, but I probably will anyways.
Yeah, but no, it's a delicious sandwich. They do they may not have mastered fried chicken yet. They will. When you see fried chicken, you'll know they've mastered it. But they know what they're doing with the chicken cutlet. That's for sure.
There's a good amount of there's like a vinegar pop. I think it's on.
It's in the balsamic glaze.
Yeah. But it's like you get a little bit of heat from the Calabrian chilies. Like it's really nice. It's not. I wouldn't call it heat. It's just enough to know that it's like there, right?
Yeah.
It's like the perfect amount that you want on a sandwich.
Well, I think what we're finding is that these guys have spent some time figuring out what they want in these sandwiches. I mean, you could throw a turkey sandwich together. You can throw a chicken sandwich together. But they have really put some thought into some, not just the flavors, but the textures that go together, the temperatures, how they want the different temperatures served together. So these guys are knocking it out of the park.
Well, and I love that the flavors are not subtle at all. Like it's not like a little sprinkling. It's like a spoon of flavor. Like there's no subtlety of that vinegar pop and the chilies and the coolness from the arugula, and oh, it's so good. Some beautiful tomato, it looks like. Look at that. Also underrated is a very thin slice of tomato on any sandwich. I feel like all sandwiches should have. This is my 5th bite.
Yep. You go ahead. You know what? One of the things I haven't mentioned before we dive in, we're going to go next to the Woodneck, which is the falafel one, is you can see we're outside. It is a hot day, but it is so shaded in here. They've got some canopies, a ton of trees. Got the Colorado River behind us. So it is a great setting here. Now we're here outside of hours because we prefer to come when it's a little quieter. But normally this place is hopping.
Yeah, and it's a very Austin vibey kind of place. You're outside. It's a great patio, Colorado River. You can kind of see the downtown skyline that way. There's like armadillos on the wall. There's a tree going through this wall over here.
Yep, we got a place for the band.
Place for the band, because you can't be in Austin and not have live music. So if you're looking for vibes,
this is it.
Woodneck
All right.
Kitchen.
So the Woodneck. So you go ahead and bite. Let me share what it is. So we got 2 falafel patties, not 1, 2 falafel patties. It's got a pepper jelly on here, lime crema. It's got feta, shredded lettuce, and all of this is just on a potato bun, a Martin's potato bun with seeds. See while you're licking your fingers, you ready to chat?
Oh, that's really good too.
Yes.
Okay, let me look really quick because there's something sweet. I definitely get the banana peppers, ketchup, mayo. There's something sweet also in this.
No, you're up here.
We're on the wrong sandwich, okay, everybody? This is the Woodneck. Get it right. Now the Woodneck, you know what? I'm kind of obsessed with falafel patties, and I think the gateway for me to get into falafel was Kava. Shout out to Kava Corporate. Way to go. Pepper jelly. Look. 2 falafel patties, pepper jelly. I'm sure you talked about this moments ago, but that pepper jelly is really doing things.
You were in a zone, but I will say, that is the second gateway we've learned about today. Earlier, we learned that for bourbon, the gateway for you was banana pudding. And for falafel patties, kava.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I want to finish that one. And I love a vegetarian option. I don't know, it took me to get to my 40s before I really was like, no, vegetables, have a place in my daily palate.
Yeah.
Yep. Gosh, this doesn't taste like a vegetable though. It feels like you're eating.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So it's great for the vegetarians. Great option for that. But even if you're not a vegetarian, neither one of us could ever be accused of being a vegetarian. But it's a great sandwich.
We just like barbecue too much.
Exactly.
And fajitas. Shout out to fajitas in general, if you're out there. I can use it on this plate.
All right. So we're now moving on to the 4th and final.
All right. While you eat, I will introduce this one.
All right.
Just because Craig's doing all the legwork.
Well, before I've had these. I haven't had this one.
He has had
though.
these.
I haven't had this one though. So
you're getting live reactions from me.
That's right.
This is the Cheeseburger Picnic. Okay. Let me talk about it. Chopped cheeseburger. You know what? I like that immediately it's a variant. It's not a cheeseburger patty. We've got chopped cheeseburger, grilled onions, banana peppers, shredded lettuce. We got ketchup, mayo on a sub roll. The sub roll looks great. It's got some good body to it, a little bit of flake. You're not reacting. I'm gonna jump in and react.
Yeah, the flavor is great. I love the banana peppers tossed in here. But it is a burger. I mean, because we've got the lettuce, we've got the ketchup, we've got the mayo. It's just another take on a burger. And again, they have executed flawlessly on this one.
Yeah, it's all the burger flavors that you would expect.
Yeah.
I'm glad that people are kind of doing variations of the burger. and specifically like variations of the bread that a burger resides on, because I love a sub.
So what do you think if we were doing, as we've done in the past, and we'll bring up again later, because we're going to do one of these summers with everybody.
After I know where you're going.
Would you put it in a burger bracket? Does it have to be a burger to be in the burger bracket, or could you toss this in? Can you classify this as a burger, or we have to call it a sandwich?
Yeah, it's a deep conversation, because then we're talking about, before you even get to the conversation, you're going, is it a burger? Mm-hmm. Is a burger defined by its flavor and the ingredients rather than like the way it's presented? I would call this a burger. Maybe a chopped burger?
Yeah. But I mean,
and by any parameter that I've, ranked burgers or thought like you're reaching this higher level, I feel like this is there. It's unique. And the thing that I think in Austin that's really cool about the burger scene is I always go, one, could I make this at home? And two, why am I coming here to get a burger? So what's like unique about your interpretation of a burger that's gonna pull me specifically here? And this is not a burger that appears in any other menu, I don't think, in Austin. So yeah, I think it would merit being on lists.
And for you, I think right off the bat, because I know his tendencies in burgers.
He does.
You like a burger in which the bun will last from beginning to end. You don't want it soggy. You don't want it falling apart. This, by being, the roll that it is going to last.
Yeah. Well, it's like I don't mind a messy burger, but you can't, the messier the burger's going to be, you still have to have it on a bun that can handle that, right? And that's the mistake, is most people put it on, the Martin's potato roll, which is fine, but those are not made for messy burgers. Yeah. They're like, they'll disintegrate, and by the end you're like, I don't see any bread. I'm just eating like burger soup. Yeah.
Not going to happen with this one.
No.
Right,
and
so
I'm popping back over
there are
here.
incredible sandwiches here. So do you want, I'm going to guess that the Winooski, that's the first one you've returned to. Is that your favorite? Can you pick one yet? It's hard, isn't it?
Oh, this is really,
yeah.
That's really outstanding.
Yeah.
That has me thinking things.
Yeah. Well, you tell me later on if you wake up because you dreamed about it or something like that. If it's the first thing you think of when you wake up.
I'm having a very similar reaction to when I first had the home slice Italian the first time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a moment where I'm like, what am I tasting? Like, right, what is that? And like, there's really just so much happening in this sandwich in the best way, like complementing each other ingredient.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, that Italian sub from Home Slice is at the top for me. And this, to me, the Winooski, it's got its spot up there. It is top tier sandwich in the city of Austin. You got to come out. You got to try it. So, I mean, and I'll just give my overall impressions of why. I mean, usually we would not come to a place that Michael hasn't eaten, but I was texting him furiously, just being like, "Oh, it is incredible! You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this aspect." I'm like, I'm gonna ask these guys if we can do a podcast with them, even though you haven't tried it, because I know you're gonna love it, and that's the case. I love these guys. They're a little bit humble, but they know what they're doing. I think these guys have got a future in this town, in the food scene, if they want to continue on this path.
Yes, this is certainly the best sandwich I've had, new sandwich I've had in my memory.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide if I like it. I'm having an experience with this sandwich right now. Like, this may be one of the best things I've had in Austin. Yeah. This is just hitting all of and the fact that they are cutting those apple slices so thick, it adds like a sweet, crunchy, fresh, and it's not subtle because it's about that thick, that piece of apple. So you get it like every time you bite. So I'm digging this. Don't forget the cheddar.
Yep, Vermont cheddar.
I mean, we're not even talking about the cheddar.
No. All right, so we are raving about this. Y'all need to get down here. So find yourself down to Cesar Chavez and get into the Woodneck. Check the hours because it is a bar here. So they're not necessarily open early every day, but they are open every day. 7 days a week you'll find them here. Follow them on Instagram. You can see they're always trying out some new specials on the weekends. Looking at a little bit of expansion of the menu. So any I do want to mention, right? And this is the very reason we want you to join the Facebook group, the Discover Austin Eats Facebook group, because these are the kind of conversations that we need to have out there. We got this recommendation when we were doing the podcast with Amanda Rockman, but it'd be great to have people telling us about new places we haven't tried. But we can also talk about old tried and trues. Everything is open. Yeah. We just want great restaurants in Austin. We want to celebrate the restaurants and the people behind them.
That's absolutely true. Yeah, and you know what? We get a lot of recommendations, and there's a lot of really good food in Austin. This has given me some moments.
Yeah, I know.
Get down here. Get down here. If Amanda Rockman says go, you do what you're told. You go.
That's right.
And we did. And thank you, Amanda.
All right. I'm Craig Smizer with Buy Realty.
And I'm Michael Zook at Zook Eats Austin on Instagram.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Discover Austin Eats.
I'm sorry, Hallie.
Slow fade out.
I've not saved any for you.